first half, but it already lost. But I did have the Steelers. I had the Steelers money line because I'm a coward. But
yeah, I didn't think they was going to cover. Maybe they will, but yeah, I didn't think. I don't know. I didn't think so.
I had them for the pick 'em, and now there's going to be at least one person in the chat like, yo, just pick whoever's already winning.
Yeah.
But I really did have the Steelers early, and it wasn't looking good. But I saw like Russell Wilson like running down the sideline for like 35 yards or something. Nobody's touching him. It's snowing like crazy, and I was like, all right, maybe they they don't want people to turn this game off. So.
Yeah, got to make a Thursday night football game exciting in some way, shape, or form. We back with another episode of NFL Pregame Pick. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, all that good stuff. We got B, we got Derek. Dale's going to join us here in a little bit. But, yeah, we got the Thursday night football game, AFC North. I had a feeling Cleveland win the game because I felt like they were going to do that same shit they did with the Ravens. But they had a big win, and then the following week, here come the Browns. And I don't think the Steelers going to stay undefeated in AFC North play. So they got to get a loss somewhere. Maybe a loss to Cincinnati. Who knows? So, yeah. So I took Cleveland and both y'all took Pittsburgh. So
real quick, as we talking about Steelers, I know this doesn't it kind of look, I'm just saying, people out there, doesn't it look kind of familiar? 2020 Steelers.
Talking about they went like 10-0.
When they kept winning,
first, and then it just went all downhill.
Not the same thing exact, but as far as this record and how they're being treated, this looks kind of familiar.
Wasn't that the year where Ben Roethlisberger was going downhill and they were winning those games? That everybody's like, the team's not good. I don't know how they got like
absolutely
11-0 or something. Something crazy.
Absolutely,
game after game.
I remember.
And then
that
the next
shit.
year, the Eagles did the exact same shit.
Absolutely, yep.
Fraudulent.
Who's that team this year? Would it be the because Steelers do be skating by in some games?
It looks like it's the Steelers again.
They have skated by.
Yeah, it looks like the Steelers again. You know that whole 2020 and 2024 repeat type of thing that's going on with some sports.
So there's like 2 or 3 teams it could happen to. Like the Vikings are definitely not looking as good as they did early in the year, so there's still time for them to drop games. And who else? The Texans are also prime for. Every time I watch the Texans, I just see that one lineman on the Houston Texans just getting his shit blown up. Every time he tries to block somebody, he's just getting run over, and they just run it straight at CJ. So I can see the Texans, the Vikings, and there was one other team, and it could be the Steelers, but I feel like Russell Wilson's on this real like comeback storyline, kind of like how Baker Mayfield was supposed to be this year until his receivers got injured. So definitely stuff to watch.
Say that last part again.
Baker Mayfield was supposed to have like a similar comeback storyline, but then his receivers got injured. So, they got injured, so to speak.
I mean, Godwin shit was kind of nasty, but they got Evans back for this game against the Giants, which is actually a perfect segue because the Bucs are a 6-point favorite. They're going against Tommy DeVito over there at the Giants. It's not a holiday yet. We're a week off. I still got to take the Bucs. If it was Thanksgiving, I'd take the Giants, but give me Tampa this week, man. And Tampa, they playoff chances. They still got a chance, but they ain't winning that division. Even with a banged up Atlanta, even when they got smacked around by the Broncos, still Atlanta's to lose, even though it's a 1-game difference in the divisional race. B, who you got?
Yeah, man, you took all the words out of my mouth. That was perfectly said. I'm gonna have to roll with Tampa on this one. I'm after looking at the the standings and all that stuff. It just seemed like, listen, it's not a guarantee, but it just seems like it works in Tampa Bay's favor. Tampa Bay can win. They can still compete with Atlanta's still up there. I've been on a little run with the Saints these last couple weeks. They won again, but they have a bye now. So now Tampa Bay can, get a little win just so they can stay right there. Let me get Tampa Bay. I think the Giants will put up. I think it's going to be one of those games where the Giants probably put up a good of a fight and cover, but Tampa Bay wins. So let me get Tampa Bay now.
Derek, who you got?
Shout out Blackbird for being such a loyal fan. Not for rooting for a good team. I'm gonna have to go with the Buccaneers. I'm sorry. I'm just generally not gonna like bet or pick the Giants to prosper in any way. And B-Fire makes a good point about the division. The Falcons, their momentum is not great. It's pretty negative. And I feel like in order for that division to be close, in order for anybody to want to watch any of these NFC South games, the Buccaneers gotta pick some more up in order to make that division competitive. Saints are useless. Panthers are a joke. So, there's got to be some reason to watch these games.
Very true. Next game, we got the Lions, 7-point favorite at Indy. Does Indy win 2 games in a row with AR, or do they get smacked around by the Lions like every other team that gets in their way? I'm going to go with Detroit. I'm riding the high hand right now. Give me the Lions. I don't think they're going to just smack around the Colts the same way, but they're going to win by 2 scores. Derek, who you got?
Yeah, this one, I listen to a couple different sports podcasts so I can get a little extra information. I think that it's not going to be as easy as these other games, but it would be foolish to pick the Colts over the Lions right now. The Lions are just they got everything going. They're definitely due for a letdown soon.
Thanksgiving.
But
see, God damn, you just spoiled everything. Jesus Christ, you just spoiled every fucking
wouldn't
thing.
be surprised. But I will go with the Lions this week.
B, who you got?
See, oh my, I hate that you said that shit because remember we had that conversation, right? Like last week or something like that. They did that before. It's bound to happen again. But do y'all think it's gonna happen twice in a row?
They got to lose at some point again.
And
one shit.
I'm gonna say this to be safe. To be safe, they play the first game on Thanksgiving, right? Because usually that's when the upsets happen. First or the second games.
Yes, they first one.
Okay, now people don't take my advice on this one, but this may be the upset of the week. I know Derek said no. I understand. But I'm gonna go with my upset of the week, assuming they win Thanksgiving because of what they did on the other Thanksgiving. That's why. I could be wrong, people. You guys can trash me for that all you want if it happens. But I'm going to go with this upset of the week. And so the Colts can keep things close with the Texans. There you go.
It's actually really not like that crazy.
You see what I'm saying, right? Like
it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not. Even though I do expect the Lions to win, but if they lost to the Colts are at home, and Anthony Richardson is like, if he keeps getting like smashed, by just all types of different teams, eventually like the Colts have to have some type of stability. I will say, if the Colts end up beating the Lions, the Bears going to Detroit on Thanksgiving, it's going to be the worst day of your life as a Chicago Bears fan, because the Lions are going to score 85 points because they're so mad that the league had them lose to the Colts. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's set up, because these Thanksgiving games, like one of them's always got to be crazy. And I could just see like Caleb Williams crying and just jotting furiously in his diary after getting obliterated by the Lions. So yeah, I could actually see that narrative kind of following through. So it's possible.
Yeah, my only thing with the Colts is AR is so inconsistent.
Y'all right.
This ain't a team go around and be inconsistent and beat. So
that's the thing. Yeah, he's very inconsistent. Get his ass
get 5 picks on again. Still not win. So, missing throws ain't gonna help you. Next game, Titans at Texans. Texans 7.5-point favorite. Titans tanking. I ain't got much to say. Give me the Texans. B, who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll with the Texans. They got to get up this little skid that the NFL got them in. Right? When does it start? But I think it should start. I mean, it started with the Cowboys, but to keep the momentum up. I'm sorry, let me say that. To keep it going, I think they should be good for at least 2 in a row. Let me get them. Yeah, let me get them. Titans. I'm sorry, not Titans. Texans. Yeah.
Derek, who you got?
Yeah. Low kind of took the words right out of my mouth. The Titans I'm pretty sure they're tanking. They're trying to get a quarterback, and it's not Aaron Rodgers. I think they're looking to get a top pick or something like that. So I'm gonna have to go with the Texans. And the Texans are at home. Come on, man. Come on.
Next game, Patriots at Dolphins. Dolphins are 7.5 point favorite. They go on a little hot streak. They might make a playoff push. Who knows? Against a New England Patriots team that play you close. It might upset you. I think in lieu of keeping Miami on this little hot streak, the Dolphins gonna win this game. Close game though. They not covering 7.5. But give me Miami. Derek, who you got?
If you bet spreads, definitely take the Patriots plus 7.5. Divisional game. Teams see each other all the time. But I also think that the league needs the Dolphins. Tua is playing with his life. No pun intended. Like he just is. He doesn't care. Tyreek Hill is an attention starved freak, and he's gonna want to make himself known. I think the Patriots are not, like, when it comes to pass defense, I don't think they're really known for that. So yeah, I think it all lines up for the Dolphins to win and have some really flashy plays. So give me Miami.
B, who you got?
Right with you. I'll take Miami on this one. The whole thing with the playoffs, they might have them do some, a little sneak into that little 7th spot, or be good enough for a 6. I think maybe I don't know about the 5th, but 6th or 7th, because it's a certain matchup I want to see in the playoffs. If Miami was to make it, and let me get Miami on this one.
Is it a matchup we've seen already?
No. All right, I'm gonna say it. I want to see Miami in the playoffs. Hopefully, they end up the seed. They end up meeting the Chiefs somewhere in that seed, and boom, you know what happens? Upset.
Oh, you got the Dolphins getting payback.
And Tyreek Hill, the whole Tyreek Hill, boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. I can really see that. I can see that.
I don't know about that one. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about that. If it's cold weather involved, I really don't know about that. But
if they meet, that could be a stretch.
There's like a 95% chance the league makes sure that the Bills and Chiefs meet in the playoffs. I don't think anything's going to get in the way of that.
You mean, but you talking about what? You talking about the championship?
Yeah. So the Dolphins could not take the Chiefs out before they play the Bills again. I don't think that's going to happen.
So y'all think the Chiefs is AFC championship forever?
I mean, kind of.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know about forever, but they're gonna be there a good amount of times.
Wow.
If they lose in the playoffs, it's not gonna be the Tua, bro. Like, nobody wants to see that. Like, in my opinion, I don't think people I haven't heard anything from Tyreek Hill in weeks, and if anything, Tyreek wants to go back to the Chiefs. I don't think he's gonna be responsible for their demise.
James dropped the pregame speech. Yeah, Jameis Winston always got a damn speech.
Yeah, man, that nigga crazy. Dallas at Washington, 10.5 point favorite going to the Commanders. I think they can bounce back after a loss to the Eagles on Thursday Night Football. Dallas, they might as well just start tanking as well. B, who you got?
I think it is over for Dallas, but I'm gonna go with the Cowboys only because of the seedings. Washington is still up there, so if they win, do they stay up there? I think the election is over for that whole Washington DC thing. They'll probably still make a playoff spot, but I don't think they're going to be first or second or anything like that. I think the Cowboys are kind of bring them down a little bit. You still got this. There's still some important teams that's fighting for a spot, and I don't just see Washington. I mean, I don't see it personally. So even though the Cowboys do suck, I think Cowboys are now a spoiler type of team now. So let me get the Cowboys on this one. I can call it an upset. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was just laughing because a Browns player just dropped a wide open pass. It's just typical Cleveland shit. Yeah, no, the Cowboys have given up. I think they hate their owner. I think that they're tanking. I think they want Shadur Sanders. I've heard Deion Sanders and Shadur Sanders whispers. We'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, no, I think the Commanders win and cover. If it's like 10.5, take that, put your money on it. Not financial advice, but I'm gonna do it. Commanders comfortably.
Commanders comfortably. Yeah, about that Deion Sanders thing real quick. Like, honestly, a lot of that shit is really just media talk like they did last year. If I remember correctly, after Nick Saban retired, they were trying to push this Deion to Alabama bullshit. So what they really just trying to push Deion essentially out of college football. Because he took advantage of the NIL and all the, the transfer portal and all that shit. So that's why they got about this bullshit narrative that he gonna go to Cowboys. That fuck no, he won't.
You think that happens?
But even then, that quarterback situation is so murky, it'd be kind of pointless. So
yeah, because Dak got that money, right? So it's like, all right, what do they do with that?
Yeah, because it's like you got Dak, you made him the highest paid quarterback in the league. You got Cooper Rush, who's clearly a backup, and then you got Trey Lance, who was a project who you traded for a few years ago. But it's like, what are you doing? Like
a project that never lifted off.
So yeah, because he needs reps, but he can't get reps as a third string.
Exactly.
That would be the best time to do it. It's like y'all ain't going to the playoffs. Put that nigga in.
Put him in.
Yeah, if you're trying to tank, this is definitely the best time to do it.
Absolutely.
2 birds with 1 stone.
That's it.
Play Trey Lance for the experience. Shit, if it don't work out and he ain't got it, trade the nigga. Do whatever you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Simple. But Jerry Jones don't do shit like that. So, Dale, yeah, we got to get you up to speed before we go to the next picks. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, who you got?
Steelers.
Y'all niggas left me on the island. That's crazy. Tampa, New York.
Tampa.
Detroit, Indy.
Detroit.
Houston, Tennessee.
Houston.
Miami, New England.
Miami.
Washington, Dallas.
Commanders.
All right, bet. Next game, Minnesota 3.5-point favorite at Chicago. We know what happened last week to Chicago, and that shit was fucking hilarious. Man, I love laughing at the Bears' expense. That never get old. It would have been better if it was the Cowboys, but I'll take the Bears too.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think they're gonna have like a flip. You know what I'm saying? They had the heartbreak against the Packers. They're gonna get an upset win, make them all feel like they can go to the playoffs maybe, and get one of those wins against the Vikings. Give me the Bears. Dale, who you got?
I'm with you on that. It's so easy to pick the Vikings right now, but I think they're going to drop one, and I think this may be the one that they do drop. So I'm going to go with the Bears.
B, who you got?
Give me the motherfucking Bears.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You heard what I said. You heard what I said.
Hold on. You been clone? What's going on?
It. Listen, this is what I tell people. I have no loyalty to no team, nobody, but my win streaks. Listen, we can end up being wrong on this, whatever, but I'm going to tell you this, and I kept saying this. The Vikings are going to mother effing drop, people. Be careful about that team. They are going to drop. The Vikings are going to fall, and they're going to fall hard. This is about the time when it happened. Not this game, but this is around the time where it's going to happen. The Vikings will fall, guarantee it. Let me get the Bears.
How hard of a fall is it because they 5th right now in the playoff picture?
That's it. They can bump. Okay, you got they're 5th, right? Think about the people that's behind them that can possibly do something. Okay, remember, it seems like people still picking the Commanders week after week, right? So if you assume that the Commanders is going to win a couple more games, so now they're chasing the Vikings. The Packers, very popular team, right? Are they going to stay 6th, or could they run away with a 5th, right? They chasing for that 5th spot. I think they possibly can. Let's talk about the Rams. That's can go at least fight for a 7th, maybe, right?
I think they're right behind Washington, if I remember correctly.
Yep, they're right behind Washington. So does Washington? I mean, do the Vikings stay at 5? I highly doubt that. Yeah,
It'll be a bit of shuffling for sure, but
absolutely, hell yeah, of course. But I could see them maybe at 6 or something like that. But do they keep winning? I don't think they keep winning. Nah. Let me get the Bears.
Derek, who you got?
Strange things are happening. Last week, Dell says the Chiefs are a lock, ensuring their loss. This week, B-Fire is picking Caleb Williams to win. I just don't know where I am or who you people are anymore. I guess I'm the only one picking the Vikings. I just think that the better narrative is that Caleb Williams is flopping as opposed to oh my God, the Vikings aren't as good as we thought. Yeah, that would be the easy thing to think, that it's going to be a down week for them. But I think that I think that even if the Vikings have a bad game, quote unquote, I still think that Caleb Williams is just gonna. I think he's just gonna shit the bed. I just don't think it's. I don't think it's about him this year. I think there are just more compelling stories than Caleb Williams turning it around against Minnesota. I just don't think people care like that. So I'm gonna be on the island with the Vikings. I'm cool with it.
You ever notice this? I actually bring up the quarterbacks. Think about Bryce Young. Played terrible to start off the year, all the negative press. He got benched, comes back and starts winning games, shows some improvement. IR5, he plays terrible, inconsistent as shit. He does a little head tap thing, gets crucified by the media, gets benched a couple games, comes back, shows improvement. Caleb ain't been benched yet. They didn't ask, but he ain't been benched yet. Think about this, all the media criticism and shit. He come back and show improvement, not for the rest of the season, but say for a game or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 360. Did a turnaround.
Yeah. No, I'll be 180.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Not 360. 180. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Fire the offensive coordinator is crazy. Also, by the way, like in the middle of the year, it's like, bro, that's Caleb's fault. Like,
that's
I don't know.
That's a scapegoat thing, firing OCs and shit.
That's why I'd be mad weird. Okay, so let's just say all these so-called plays he failed in. If he would have executed them, would you still fire that offensive coach then? You see what I'm saying? It's the same plays. You're doing the same plays. You just got to execute them. I mean, I never understand. To me, honestly, with sports, no matter how people feel about sports, I never really understand firing certain coaches when like off of certain plays, because if they executed that play, then what? You know, that it goes to show it's the most of the time it'd be the players. That Bears
it's more
quarterback.
CYA why they fire OCs and DCs and shit, because it's like the coach, he's not gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna take this one and go ahead and get fired. He's like, nah, I'm gonna fire you first so I can keep my job. That's all that is. It's a hierarchy.
I guess that's why there's offensive coaches and defensive coaches with the head coach as well, right?
Well, that's a really good point that Lowe made. It's really just about like the power, like who has the most power in the organization. Like, there's no logical reason for the Jets to keep firing people when their clear problem is the fact that Aaron Rodgers is old and not good at football anymore.
Front office is the problem.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, let's fire the coach. They haven't really won since. Oh, let's trade for Devontae Adams, another Aaron Rodgers friend. Like, he's not doing anything. Let's fire the GM. Like, he didn't draft good players. It's like, all right, bro. Like, clearly Aaron Rodgers is running the organization, and it hasn't made them any better. The Jets are still the Jets. Everybody knows. Dell just found out, but everybody knows.
Damn.
Yeah, fuck them niggas.
Is this the week that you officially concede as a Jets backer? I've been looking.
100%. Like, I'm fed up with Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like, he do dumbass shit. Like, we know what it is. We know how it is. But when they had to go down the field to try to get the game-winning field goal, you know you don't have any timeouts left, right? Why are you lateral the ball to the dude? You get what I'm saying? Letting all the time run off. Aaron Rodgers, you can suck it, bro. Get the fuck out of New York, bro.
You mean get out the NFL, Dale?
Yeah, in general, yeah. Just go retire, my guy. You don't have it no more. Get the fuck on. That's it. I told Lowe on Sunday that the Jets are better off starting Tyrod Taylor. It is what it is.
I won't disagree with that.
I guess if you guys check the stats, they are better. Teams that usually do that, they actually have a winning record when they always put Tyrod Taylor in.
Didn't the
Except
Giants
for the Browns
here for that shit?
Yeah, he's actually good for that. So that's why it makes us question things, people. Y'all understand why? I mean, these guys are the professionals, right? But if we see the shit and they don't see it, something's not right. But hey,
Whew, next game, Kansas City at Carolina. Kansas City 10.5-point favorite. We know the Chiefs lost last week. Panthers coming off a bye week. Give me the Chiefs, man. I'm not even gonna make it complicated. Dale, who you got?
The Chiefs. Chiefs.
Derek, who you got?
Chiefs by over 9,000.
B, who you got?
yeah, I'll take the Chiefs. I can see the replays. Oh, the Chiefs come back, and they'll probably. I wonder if they're gonna cover this time because they're very bad at covering. Maybe this is the game where they do cover, right?
I still don't think they're gonna cover that shit.
They probably go. You know what? They'll
They gonna
probably
be
go a whole damn season without covering. Maybe
It's
one
gonna-
game they covered. Damn it, right? No.
The Chiefs are legitimately using the games as practice. Like I used to hear people say that, and I thought they were joking. I thought they were being arrogant or whatever. But like when they're starting plays with like college plays or like they're doing like double, triple fake, end around, reverse shit. Mahomes is literally. I have truly Mahomes' first pick in that Bills game was the first time I really thought to myself, he's actually just giving them the ball. He's actually throwing it to the other team. Like he's really like, man, I'm gonna just let y'all start up 7. They don't fucking care. Like they're really just messing around. Like so, I and you could tell because when they were down by like 9 in the fourth quarter, and they're like, oh shit, we're actually about to lose. We don't really feel like it. Then they immediately go down, boom, 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 touchdown, easy. But then, obviously, because at that point, like it would get a little weird. It would get a little too obvious if the Chiefs just come back and win again against a team that's supposed to be better than them on paper. They're like, all right, we just want to show y'all that we can score. But then just so you know that, no, the Bills really had it the whole time. Mahomes ends the game with a pick just like he started the game with a pick. It's, as somebody that wants the Chiefs to three-peat just because I like a good story, it was a hard game to watch. Like the Chiefs didn't really want to win like that. It's just weird.
You know what? That brings me back to when we all had this discussion last week, right? And I was telling people when I was telling them, my guys on my channel too. I'm like, if you guys think about it, what happened with Denver in the Chiefs game, the Chiefs have no choice but to lose this game against the Bills because it will raise questions. Like the Bills have no choice but to win the game because if the Denver almost had you and you only won because of a block punt, blocking the field goal, the Bills should be able to handle y'all easy then if that was the case. So I mean,
4:05 p.m. We got the Broncos 6-point favorite at Vegas. Give me the Broncos. Vegas, that's another team they tanking. They need a quarterback, whether it be Cam or Shador, whoever the fuck they get. But yeah, give me the Broncos. Derek, who you got?
So funny. Last week, I told y'all, I've been saying all year, I'm the world's quietest Broncos fan. I was like, man, every time I pick a Broncos game, I'm wrong. So let me pick the Falcons. And I was right because the Broncos won. This week, I think that simply you're right. They're playing a team that's tanking. Bo Nix is trying to like get in the rookie of the year running. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos, which means they're probably gonna lose.
Damn it. Who you got?
I'm rolling with Vegas because Vegas is already one of the bottom feeders, right? They're ranked 15th out of 16th in the AFC. So yeah, it's like you just said, it's a wrap for them. They're working on their quarterback, right? But I don't think there's enough of them that come back and try to make some playoff run. But the Broncos is in 7th place. So being that the Broncos has already got the 7th seed, you still got the Colts that I always think is always there, and then the Dolphins as well. So like, if the Broncos keep winning, it'll be bad for the Colts and the Dolphins. So I would have to go with Vegas on this one.
Dale, who you got?
The Broncos and Raiders always have. I don't know. The Raiders be having the Broncos number, right?
Yep.
It's just so easy to pick the Broncos right now. I think this may be one of them games where the Raiders do pull it out. To be honest, so I'm about to go with the Raiders. Just because to keep that 7th spot, keep the race, close.
Interesting. 4:20, 4:25 p.m. We got the Cardinals at the Seahawks. Seattle being a 1-point favorite. The NFC West is close as hell. One win, one loss shifts the whole standings from any of these damn teams, man. And this one right here, man, this one's damn near a toss-up for real. I feel like they're leaning more towards Arizona winning that division, but the road they're going to take to get there is going to be very turbulent. Dill, I'm going to start with you. Who you got?
And this one, Arizona, damn near for real. To be honest, they got a good shot at winning the West. It's probably gonna come down to the wire. So in that case, I'm gonna have to go with the Seahawks at home.
Derek, who you got?
Everybody gets their moment in the sun. And I believe it's the Phoenix Sun. Ooh, pun intended. For sure. Give me the Cardinals. I feel like Gino had his little comeback story. They wrote me off. I ain't right back. 49ers had their moment. They've been to a Super Bowl 9 times, lost 13 or whatever. I just feel like it's the Cardinals' time. Kyler Murray had all those narratives about how he was too busy playing Call of Duty. This year, he's trying to be a real quarterback. So I'm gonna have to go with the Cardinals to get a leg up in the division, and so I'm gonna go with them this week.
B, who you got?
Man, that's a good one. Shit, 1.5 right now. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks on this one. Just to bring the Cardinals back down to earth. Just a little bit. This is a hard one. This is a hard one, but I'm gonna go with the Seahawks for this one. Well, is that my yeah? Let me go with that. I'm not changing. I don't even like this matchup, but yeah.
Yeah, this one I was going back and forth with it too. I'm thinking like those scenarios as far as how the division could shake up because you mentioned it B. So say Arizona does lose, they go to 6-5. LA Rams, their game again. Just assuming if they win, they could be 6-5. Seattle 6-5 with a win. San Francisco, they could lose, they could win. Either way, but the point is, it would still be close as fuck for every goddamn team.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Seahawks just for that.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
Yeah. Next one, San Fran at Green Bay. Packers being a 3-point favorite. That's the team that do be skating by is the Packers. Do they skate by with another game again? Because you got to remember how they ended up winning against the Bears. Do they get the Kansas City Chiefs treatment? Or do they keep it rolling? B, I'm gonna start with you.
I'm gonna go with the Packers, right? This is what I really believe. It's either for the 49ers. I said it about the Lions too. It's either Super Bowl or bust. You have to win the Super Bowl. You cannot go to no NFC championship, no division, no wild card, no nothing. You have to just straight up win the Super Bowl. That's it. Nobody gives a fuck about anything else that you guys do anymore. You keep going up there and failing. You're better off not even just going to the playoffs. Seriously. Let me get the Packers.
Derek, who you got?
Bro, every time I look up, Russell Wilson is throwing a pass that looks worse and worse. I'm actually gonna go with the 49ers because I think that like the entire narrative for the 49ers this year is like, can Brock Purdy pay well enough to justify paying him $60 million? And the Packers, it just seems like they just been like really up and down. I think it would be a better look. It'd be a better story simply for the 49ers to win, even though they've had like a couple injuries here and there. I think it's the type of game where like it should be exciting, but I don't actually think it's going to be. I think the 49ers are going to win it ugly. Christian McCaffrey's getting a little bit healthier by the week. So they're going to find a way to win. Jordan Love, it's not his time yet.
Dill, who you got?
I'm with the Niners on this one. I just think Green Bay skating by. I know the Niners aren't the team they were last year, but honestly, I'm going with the Niners because I love the plus money on that one. So
yeah, it does look sweet too. They gave him underdog money. Shit.
Yeah. Just to go back off what I said with the NFC West and how that division will go, and how the NFC North can shape up with a Packers loss, assuming Minnesota lose too. I'm going with them red and gold boys over there from Cali. Give me the Niners in a ugly game. Ugly game is going to be the one to probably have a shit ton of drama, referees and shit, but a very ugly game.
Hell yeah, sure.
Sunday Night Football, we got the Eagles 3-point favorite at the Rams. I mentioned earlier. Scenario again. I'm going to go with the Rams on a hot streak. The Eagles can afford a loss right now. And they've been on a little hot streak anyway. Derek, who you got?
I'm so glad you asked. Last week I had an upset of the week. I tend to have those. I think they're pretty good. And this week, another upset incoming. Give me the Rams. I just think that their coach is better. If Puka and Cooper Kupp are healthy, I like the weapons better. Like was previously mentioned, the Eagles can't afford to lose. Prime time. Who do you trust? Matthew Stafford, Super Bowl winning quarterback, the Jimmy Neutron at coach, or Nick Sirianni, bro? Like, come on. Like, what are we talking about? Give me the Rams. Money line.
Dale, who you got?
I'm with y'all on this one. The Rams, at home, another underdog that probably will win the game. I just think the Rams will get it done.
B, who you got?
You can't go against any of the which either way. But I'm gonna go with the Eagles because of what I said about the Lions. If I think the Lions are gonna lose, and if the Eagles win, now they're both tied. Now the media can definitely talk about what team is better, which I don't believe any of them is, but now we can like officially get that talk around November. So if the Eagles win, they'll tie up officially with the Lions for the best record in the NFC. It may happen next week, but let me get the Eagles. So.
Monday Night Football, we got the Baltimore Ravens 3-point favorite at LA. The Chargers, that is the Harbaugh Bowl. The Chargers got a couple of former Ravens on their team, Dobbins, Gus Edwards, and I think they're gonna play a big role in that game. One of them, if not both of them, will end up in the end zone. But I'm still taking them boys in purple. Give me the Ravens. So, B, who you got?
I'm getting the Ravens. The Chargers is 5th. The Ravens is 6th. I don't see the Chargers having a better record than the Ravens when it's all said and done. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. Being that the Steelers lost, that's when the Ravens now can like start their little run because I think they're gonna win the division. Let me get the Ravens.
Derek, who you got?
This is probably like one of the only games this week, besides the Seahawks and Cardinals, where I felt truly torn. It's like Lamar kind of has this like thing where it's like, oh, there's certain teams he can't do well against, but the Chargers have this momentum. People talking about Justin Herbert like he's the next coming, like the second coming. So I'm kind of leaning the Chargers though, because I just feel like it kind of adds to the narrative of Lamar and prime time. Like, this game's only going to go one of two ways. Either it's going to be a really, really tight, close game, Harbaugh Bowl, and Chargers win, like in the fourth quarter, or the Ravens are going to destroy it. I feel like there's no in between, but I'm leaning Chargers, so I'm going to just go with them.
Joe, who you got?
This is like, it's a toss-up game. I ain't gonna lie, like, even though I picked the Chargers last week on the show, I did double back. I thought the Bengals might have, they might have made a run. They came back, right? But dude missed 2 field goals. I think the Bengals are done for the year. But in this game, I think Lamar gonna be too much for them. For real, because Joe Burrow, he really went crazy on them in the second half and kind of exposed that secondary in a way. Mm-hmm. And when the Chargers haven't been playing real quarterbacks all year. Now they'll see a second good quarterback in a row, and I think Lamar is going to take advantage of that early. So I like Baltimore.
This game gonna have some wacky ass shit. I promise you that. You know, the Monday Night Football games always got some funky bullshit into them. Shit, who knows? Justin Tucker might miss a field goal that could be the game winner, and they got to find another way to win the game or something. Knowing him, the shit might hook left or right, even though they indoors. So just take with that. So
like
locks
it
of the
did.
week, I got the Broncos and them Texans.
I'm having a good time.
Dale, who you got?
I'm gonna have to go with Houston, and it was out of Chicago and the Niners, but I'm gonna probably have to go with the Niners. I trust them a little more.
Derek, who you got?
I mean, I care about my record, and this is just too easy. Give me the Commanders and Chiefs.
God damn it.
Commanders and Chiefs. Come on, bro.
B, who you got?
And we get Vegas and the Packers.
Vegas. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Has been everything I got. I can't think of anything else. Browns won the game. I got anything y'all can think of? I got nothing.
I got a couple things. Dell, at any time, $50 for the Jets missing the playoffs. If you've been following us for the season, Dell and I had a pretty public bet regarding the Jets' success. I'm not here to rub it in. I'm simply here to let you know. Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, check, whatever. I'll take it cash if you want to pull up. It's fine, but just whenever you're ready. I'm not gonna push you. It could be tonight. It could be the end of the season. I don't care.
Okay.
Just whenever. Also, if you're a fan of hip hop, rap, subscribe to my channel. It's therapy. It's like therapy, but it's my name. We talk about all types of stuff, Grammy nominations, freestyles, etc. So that's all I got.
All right, B, Dale, y'all got anything?
Shit. It's gonna be a interesting ass week, but y'all know the deal. Be Fire 31 on Twitter, go on YouTube, get the membership right on my official website. It's been working. 4-0 in college, or 7-2 for everyone that on the membership. They cashed out nice. That's it. College, we went 4-0, people. 4-0 on hard picks. 4-0. Let me go.
Dale, you got anything?
Nah, I can't think of nothing right now. Jets got me speechless right now, so I ain't got nothing to say no more, bro.
Jets.
All right, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. The link to the Discord will be in the comments or in the description, the community tab or something. We out, man. Peace.